Hey YouTube, Noah here. So my main excuses for not uploading recently are the snow and cold outside, which I know isn't much of an excuse, but it has kind of prevented me from scootering around, and I don't want to be breaking my cameras out in the cold. And also, I just really haven't found a lot of interesting things to vlog about, which I know isn't much of an excuse either, because I can always vlog different stuff. But anyway, today I have a bit of incentive going to get some listings done, and that would be if I hit 200 listings this week, I'm going to buy a new vlogging camera. Which, I'm not sure if you've seen the dealer's vlogging camera, but I'm sure you've watched his videos with that camera. I'm going to be buying a camera very similar to that, the Canon G5X, which is going to be like $600 if I can find a good deal on it, whatever. But anyway, so far in that incentive, I think I'm at like 95 listings or 90 something listings, so I have about 100 and change to do for the next 2 days to hit that goal. So it's going to be quite a struggle. We'll see if I can make it. I have a few interesting things to list. It's really kind of slim as far as like all these different items. But I have that guy goofy cool box camera there. Box cameras really have taken a big nosedive, and folding cameras have replaced them in the markets in the previous couple years. This digital camera in the box, another digital camera which is broken, so that one's probably not going to be listable today. AF35M, that'll be listed, and a few other things here, but the most interesting and honest thing here is a big lot of professionally taken negatives, no not negatives, prints I believe, all from the mid-1930s through probably the mid-1940s. So all taken by the same photographer, and some are aerial shots, some of them are mountaineering shots from the Colorado area. My camera will focus on that. But some really interesting things. I might want to send this to the Golden Finger Picker and see if he can make any more, give me any more tips on how to list these things. But I'm probably just going to list these today, like lots of 30 or something. And that should work. So I guess I'm getting a bunch of listing today, and I just had coffee. Super duper caramel coffee. Not sure what I'm going to call it, but strong caramel works pretty well. And it's time to get down to work. And before that, one thing that came in the mail today is this whole box of microfiber cloths. Which, has anybody ever wondered exactly what we clean our lenses with? That's them right there. Not super cheap, but they're worth what you pay for them, because basically you just breathe on a lens, you wipe it, and they clean up pretty nicely with those cloths. The problem is we go through quite a few of them. But there's a new shipment of them, and I'll have to restock down there, and then I can clean some more lenses. Okay, well I took a whole office time-lapse thing there, those photos I just took. It's going to be my first batch of listing today. I have 3 or 4 Voigtlander cases, which is a camera case from the 50s. I have a broken A1 program, and an Olympus pen for display, otherwise known as broken. Little grip, which you need to list, and then I have a little Bauer new old stock wrist strap, and it's kind of cool brownie I was pointing out before. And let's see, I took one more photo set here, which is this Casio Baby G watch. See if that'll focus or not. But those are the items I'm going to be listing first off, and then I'll probably list some more of this other stuff here, and then I'll probably sort those photos, and I'll get some of those photos listed. One thing I've kind of trained to doing in all these recent videos is solving a Rubik's Cube, and of course the only one I have laying around the office right now is this thing. So let's do a quick hand scramble and try to solve it. Problem is, since this thing is such much larger than some of these other, or the normal cubes, basically one of these little cubies is what they call one of these corner pieces, is actually larger than normal size Rubik's Cube. The tolerances in this thing are not perfect, so it does lock up a little bit, and more than most cubes it actually pops, which means a piece falls out, mainly because the screw threads are not threaded that well. This thing's basically the world's largest production 3x3, so it's kind of neat to have. It's not the most fun to solve. But anyway, I will scramble up here and give it a good solve. This was actually my second attempt at doing this video. The first time it popped, and I messed up my algorithms on it. Which algorithms are memorized sets of moves that make you... No, they put certain pieces in the correct area in a cube solve. But anyway, they're kind of difficult to remember on a cube this large, because a lot of them are to muscle memory at this point. Okay, so hopefully the solve won't be over 2 minutes. It should be hopefully nearer to a minute. But let's do a quick inspection here and get it on the road. Ready, set, go, and I'll put a little on-screen timer, just like I did on the other solve a little while ago. I don't have a lot of trouble solving or turning this cube. A lot of cubers say that they do, but a lot of cubers have smaller hands than I do. I can actually almost solve this like a normal Rubik's Cube, the finger tricks and everything. Finger tricks are basically just when you use your fingers instead of your whole hand to turn the thing. It is, however, hard to turn just due to the large size of it. And it locks up a little bit, as you can see there. Just piece all the way around. I think my fastest solve on this is 1 minute 7 seconds, but that was quite a while ago. I haven't solved this thing in a few months. Solved just like a normal cube. Like I said though, it's just harder to memorize or remember all your different movements and stuff when it's at such a large scale like this. The dual layer turns are the worst, but luckily I didn't have any this time. And there you go, you have a pretty easy to remember case. Not exactly fast, but easy to remember. Okay, getting to the end here. I tightened it up a little bit before this too, so then it wouldn't pop. But obviously that makes it turn a little bit worse. There we go. And we'll just see on the on-screen timer how long this took me. I would have to guess 1 minute and 30 seconds. But there's a solved cube. So what happened here in this battle zone? It looks like a camera got dropped or something. This camera was broken, so I decided to move some parts from it for sale because a lot of these parts actually sell a lot better than the cameras themselves. So far, these are the proposed sale parts in these bags. A1 programs and A1 cameras in general are super desirable right now. Like that piece right there, little rewind knob, winder knob thing, should be 25 bucks pretty quick. And some of these other parts should be pretty good too. Focusing screen for sure. And I was basically just got into it a little bit and I was trying to figure out how to, remove this piece right here, this battery door. A lot of these get broken and this one's not, so I need to try to get that out of there. But after that, I need to clean up and get back to work. About a 30-minute detour here. Okay, well I guess I'm back home and I'm on a different lens, as you can tell. This lens is hard to focus and definitely a little bit too close. I have it on arm's length on a tripod thing right now. And it's still not super great, but it's what you need for low light footage, which I'm going to get right now. I think we'll take the dirt scooter over and get a few different clips. Let's do that. Sorry for the weird close-up angle. Okay, well hopefully that'll be reasonably in focus. It is cold out here, it's like 20 degrees. And my battery is running down by the second. So I gotta get some clips reasonably soon, but this is basically my nightly routine. I just kind of come out here and practice a bunch of stuff. That one. Kind of weird. Bar and a half bar. Taking that one. Woo! There you go. There you go. Okay, back inside, back at home. Mom and Dad are going on a little date thing tonight, so I'm going to be hanging around the house. Won't be vlogging a lot more here because the battery's almost out, but I guess I'm going to be editing BP's intros. Okay, I just finished editing the BP intro. I'll link it up there once it goes up, but I have to say it's one of my proudest works. Back in the office. It's like 8:15 right now, so I have 2 hours and 45 minutes until movie night, which is what we do on Friday nights. But anyway, time to get some more listing done. Let's see if we can get all the way up to like 25 or 30 listings. I think I'm at, I don't know, like 9 right now. So I have some work to do. Just wanted to show off kind of an interesting little setup here. This is the most macro lens I've ever had to create before to make a photo. Basically I have 3 different macro lenses, an adapted like vintage lens, and then like another macro attachment on the end. Quite a ridiculous setup, and what this was for. Nope, not that big. Take pictures of one of these little screws here. These are for Canon A1, and I wanted to take a reasonably close-up photo of those screws, and I succeeded. It's not a great photo, but at least shows people what these look like. It's kind of an interesting, crazy setup. Okay, well, end of the night, 11:30. This is going to carry on until tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to put this all in one vlog, depending on how long it gets. But I guess I did not do a crazy amount of listing today. We didn't quite make our number, and I only got 18 items listed, so that didn't help me much with my 200. Tomorrow's going to be quite a day. Hopefully I can get a good 30 items out of this picture lot here. I have some other stuff, so tomorrow it's either going to make it or break it. I might not get my incentive, but either way, good listing.